I am taking and kicking it. Hey beautiful big kids, your boy Zach, and welcome back to some more ZZZ. In today's video we are going over both Vivian and Vlad's kits, as well as the events that are coming in version 1.7. So without further ado, let's just hop on into the characters' kits. So Vivian is an Aether anomaly character who specializes in off-field anomaly damage. Now what you would like to do with her is use your basic attacks to go into the noble woman state. You can tell you're in this state by her opening her umbrella. While you're in the noble woman state, she can build up flight feathers by either using rush attacks or doing perfect dodges. Now while you have flight feathers, if you use this rush attack or use your EX skill, it will put Vivian in the flutter flock state, which is her hovering above the ground, and she can now use air attacks. If she uses these air attacks, she will then turn those flight feathers into guard feathers. Now while Vivian has guard feathers, when an enemy is hit with an EX skill, it will turn those guard feathers into feather bloom attacks. If an enemy is under an attribute anomaly and is hit by a feather bloom attack, the enemy will take an extra instance of anomaly damage based on the current anomaly that is affecting them, and it will also inflict Vivian's prophecy, making them take ether damage over time and building up attribute anomaly of the ether type. And lastly, her additional ability is, if the team has anomaly or ether characters in the team, when a teammate triggers an attribute anomaly, Vivian will use her Feather Guard to activate Feather Bloom instead of just activating it when an ally uses an EX skill, also increasing the corruption damage and disorder damage from corruption for the entire team. Now moving over to Hugo Vlad, he is an ice attacker who specializes in totalized damage, which is a new kind of damage that he is bringing into the game. So we're going to start out with his little cannon shot because that's the first thing that they talk about. So, after he uses a certain number of basic attacks, or a dodge counter, or a quick assist, he can hold his basic attack button to shoot a cannon out of his scythe, and you can charge this by holding the basic attack button longer to deal more damage with this cannon shot. Now over to the total life stuff. So, while an enemy is stunned, you can use Hugo's EX skill or ultimate to end the stun early, and if you do this, it would actually increase Hugo's attack stat and deal damage based on how much stun is left over. Now Hugo also gets an increase in his crit rate and crit damage when he's stunning an enemy or when he's performing a chain attack. He has a lot of stun synergy, as you will notice. Now if he uses his EX skill on an enemy who isn't stunned, it actually will just accumulate more days, so he actually kind of works as a pseudo stunner as well himself. And Vlad's attack is further increased based on the number of stunner agents on the team. In addition, his additional ability increases his chain attack damage and his totalized buff, so that being the attack increase he gets from doing a totalized attack on an enemy, requires him to have either a stun character on the team or an ice agent on the team. In the video, the guy says either stun or support characters, but it's actually wrong. It's supposed to be stun or ice agents. So that's actually how it goes. Now when it comes to characters banners, we will have Vivian first with Jane Doe rerunning alongside her with their W engines, and then in phase 2 it will be Hugo Vlad with Lighter and their W engines. Obviously both these characters correspond with the character they're running alongside, Anomaly in the sense of Jane Doe, and Lighter in the sense of being a stunner for Vlad. Now when it comes to our new Bangboo buddies, we have two. We have Robin, who is the Mockingbird Bangboo. What Robin does is they shoot cards while they're out in the field. There's 3 different kind of cards which all have 3 different effects. What these effects do, really don't know, they didn't specify. But if you have a Mockingbird character on the team, Robin will then shoot specific cards that will buff the team specifically. Like it will shoot out cards that will specifically help the kind of team you are running. So yeah, how that works, not really sure. But the other Bangboo is Overtime Boo, which is the one typing on the computer, getting mad, and then throwing everything at the enemy. It really is the gamer of Bangboos. So yeah, Overtime Boo is actually free and is coming with an event that we will talk about once we get to the event section, which is actually now, apart from the actual main story update that we are getting, is a flower arrangement update. So you're as the name implies, you're doing flower arrangements for different allies and friends, and as you do this event, you give them the flowers, you get rewards. One of those awards being Overtime Boo, as well as your standard polychroms and upgrade materials. Apart from that, another event that's coming back that is the actual best event ever, Bangboo Fall Guys, is coming back already, this time around with a ranked system. So yeah, whoever want to get that work in the Bangboo rush, come and get it, because I am taking ass and kicking I'm taking kicking ass, taking.
A few moments later.
Because I am taking names and kicking ass. That's how that saying is supposed to go. Moving forward, in this event, apart from the rank system and playing with friends, you can also get more polychrome rewards, but as well as get titles. So if you can get to the highest ranking, you can get a nice little title of the ultimate Bangboo Rusher. Apart from that, we have another dispatch event with a storytelling take on it. So you're essentially telling a story, but as you dispatch your characters, they will influence how the story is told with the characters you're dispatching. So that's interesting. There's also going to be a photography event where you just take photos of characters alongside each other, with certain filters and whatnot. And then lastly, the sandwich man is coming back, so you just make the characters their sandwiches and give it to them. Apart from that, we will be having our standard events, such as the login bonus to get 10 pools for both characters and Bangboos, and then the resource, 2x events as well. Apart from that, there really isn't much else to say other than Xenozo Zero is coming to Xbox. I've said this several times before, but it's coming to Xbox, which is great because that means more people can play it. So yeah, it's supposed to be coming sometime in June 2025. So I hope people who are, Xbox players are excited for that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys and bye-bye.